5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay! It worked. Nervous moment there, but it's all good.
Hiya, it's Deputy Prime Minister, proud Northerner and Basic Instinct enthusiast, Angela Rayner, and welcome to another no-brainer with Angela Rayner. Now, you may have noticed that I sound a little bit different at the moment. I am quite congested. It's all of the travelling I've been doing. As you know, last week I was out and about. I went to keir with my personal photographer, and then I went off to the Vatican to meet with the Pope. And then this weekend, our keir said, keep raising your international profile, Angela. Go to Seville, meet up with Pedro, talk about houses and employment rights. So I did. And I think somewhere along the way, I must have picked something up. I don't know if it was when I kissed the Pope's ring. I don't know. But germs are everywhere. I've picked something up. So I'm just, I'm struggling through. But you're not going to stop this gob. I'm going to keep going no matter what. Now, I have been helping myself by drinking a lot of hot lemons, which brings me on to my next subject. Some of you may remember one of my constituents sent me a mug, which was all above board, and I declared it a few weeks ago. And when I looked at the mug, I saw it was a picture of James O'Brien's face, lots of pictures of James O'Brien's face, and it says on it, smug mug. I was very, very unhappy about it, and I reported it as a non-crime hate incident. Well, somebody else has now sent me another mug, and this time it's of James O'Brien's last post on X, which says, don't think I'll be here much longer, and I never read replies. And it got community noted, James O'Brien frequently blocks accounts on here, therefore proving he must read replies, as he admitted to in August 2024. Look at this. That's absolutely ridiculous. And all around it is people's responses to that. Like, do you need to hire a tannoy? Lol, oh no, lol, so brave of you. Are you literally shaking? Thanks for the announcement. Literally no one cares. Supreme arrogance. Who would do something like, this is ridiculous now. This is getting reported as another non-crime hate incident. I'm not putting up with this. You won't intimidate me with mugs. I'm having none of it. In fact, I made a not lemon in it. Because you not intimidate me with things like this. Ridiculous. Anyway, moving on to happier news. I was added to the BBC's 100 women list this week. I am very proud to be there amongst some fantastic, groundbreaking women, and Kemi Badenoch, she was on it as well. But one of my heroes was on it, Sharon Stone of Basic Instinct. She was on it for all the wonderful things that she does as well as Basic Instinct. So I was so impressed that I was on it too. And somebody on there caught my eye when I was looking at the rest of the people. I thought, wow. And it is somebody called Brigitte Baptiste. I've written it down so I don't forget what she said. It's from Colombia, and they're an ecologist. And it says about them, as a trans woman biologist, Brigitte Baptiste explores the common patterns between biodiversity and gender identity. She uses a queer lens to analyse landscapes and species in a bid to expand the notion of nature to better protect ecosystems. Fantastic! And it got me thinking, I need to put our David in touch with this Brigitte, because our David, as you well know, is trying to grow a cervix for Eddie Izzard at the moment, and he's not having much success. And when I read this, I thought, he's missing a queer lens. That's what we need to do. Get him booked into Specsavers and see if he can get a queer lens fitted, and also have a chat with Brigitte Baptiste, because obviously they know what they're doing with things like this, because they've got all the qualifications. So I was very happy about that, and I'm going to put David on to her, because brilliant, absolutely fantastic. Speaking of fantastic, our keir did brilliantly at PMQs today. I was there this time, and I had changed our Rachel's settings from nod to stun. So she didn't really nod her head very much this time. There was a slight movement at one point and generally a bit of eye movement, but she was very still, which was perfect. So it didn't take the attention off Keir, because he was really going for it across the dispatch box with Kemi Badenoch, who was trying to own him, that's Gen Z speak, forget the better of, over our Lou and what happened with our Lou and why, how much did he know? And she kept pressing him, how much did he know? And he responded to it by saying she did the right thing. And then when she came back, he said, well, we've got to fix the foundation. So he moved on. And that is what the Conservative Party really need to do. Move on. No one's interested in anything you've got to say about this. You are boring people by asking the same question over and over again. He answered the question because he used words, which means he was responding to it. He was answering the question, but he wasn't interested. He was interested in the Tory track record, which was terrible, and he reminded you of the 22 billion black hole, the fact that we've got to fix the foundations, and that there was 14 years of Tory failure. Exactly the right answer that he should have given, which proves yet again that us Labourers are going from strength to strength. I'll see you again on another no-brainer with Angela Rayner. Thanks for the announcement. Literally no one cares. Supreme arrogance. Who would do something like this? Is ridiculous now.